if you've been watching this show for long, well, we haven't really been here that long yet, you would know that I have always said two things. That social media, Instagram, of course, is a form of social media, have destroyed relationships. They have destroyed relationships, and I've even taken it further as to say social media, Instagram, Facebook, they have destroyed society. And society is destroyed, in case you didn't know. I don't know where you've been living for the past 5 years, but society has been destroyed. This is the reason why we continue to have these conversations. This is the reason why we continue to discuss the issues plaguing society today, and one of them being relationships, marriage, childbirths. All of that they're all low now, and they're getting lower by the year because of social media. Well, Ray Daniels got on the Danza Project show, and he is discussing how Instagram destroyed relationships, and also how he believes there is an attack on men, masculinity, which is another point that I have always nailed in. I've always said the very same thing. There's definitely an attack on masculinity, on the man, on the male, yes. From what side? We don't know. We can't just say it's women, because there are actually men that have joined women in attacking masculinity. Now, are those men feminine? I would like to think so. Matter of fact, I can promise you that they most likely are. And so Ray is going to discuss these two issues and explain to us how and what he believes has been the cause of the attack on masculinity and how social media is destroying relationships. Before we continue though, I need y'all to do three things for me. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video so someone else can do the very same thing. And if they don't, then we're going to send the Danza Project after them. Now, let's see what Ray Daniels has to say about these two subjects, and of course I will stop the video midway so you can get my commentary and how I believe social media destroyed relationships and the attack on masculinity is real.
Definitely joy, the death of the Instagram model.
Ooh. I think the Puff trial is the death of the whole portal. I think you gotta understand, this is in jail for being a freak. Everything he got convicted of was only freaky shit. He didn't get convicted of no crimes. Yeah. This is in jail with no bail for his like Nick.
Super freak.
And here's the best part. He beat the trial, and they still kept him. We want to show you we got the power, and we still got people saying victims. And how about this? How the is this has two women protesting him, Jane Doe's, and he paying their bills right now while he's in jail? How the does this happen to a man? He's doing everything a man tells a man to do. Take care of your bitch. Take care of your bitch. If you got Tony in them, take all of them. Take care of the main one's better, but take care of your bitch, because one thing get jealous and take you down. Look what happened. I went viral. I was on Big Facts. I was like, I think it was Carisha, because I was like, yo, like watching. I'm a player, my from Atlanta, my nigga. Don't think I done pissed a bitch off or two. just being myself. Then you start realizing, hey man, don't post that shit, man. 'Cause you know this crazy. She just like, let's just win privately, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy out here, man. It's just up, bro. Men are under attack, and I feel like the Danza Project is one of the leaders of saving us. So that's why I'm here, nigga.
Let's go.
I'm dead serious, nigga. Men are under attack, and we got to stop that shit. This is the most important conversation we've ever had, because we trying to save young from turning into grumpy old men.
I just watched Dennis the Menace the other day. And you know, Dennis the Menace is Walter Matthau, and Walter Matthau is grumpy old men. You know what I mean? And that's one of the first things I thought of. But it's true. Like we should be able to have these types of conversation amongst each other without the problems. And as men, we should say, yo, chill out, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're good.
You see, remember Goodfellas? Left his wife. He had that chick. You know what that chick, and for him to leave his house, you know what the kind of shit that had to be doing. But them still came and said, hey, you gotta go home.
Yeah.
You gotta go home, right? Men will tell. If Danza's my man and Danza met a fine, Danza could have met the baddest Instagram model world, and she took him to the hotel and f***ed his brains out. And he's like, Ray, I don't know what to do. Go home. You know what I'm saying? That's how men are. Hey, nigga, go home. Women be like, him, leave everyone. Go on vacation by yourself. You deserve it. These men is like, nigga. It's crazy right now. Men are telling men, yo, be good, and women are telling women, fuck them. You deserve better. And we wonder why we cooked.
Listen, man, life is, it is the way it is. And I always try to talk to other men when they're going through certain situations, right? I got a boy that's going through a bunch of shit with his BM, right? Like almost too much shit. Yeah. And I'm trying to like give him advice. And I'm like, one thing about me is I'm just honest. Yeah. My girl comes up to me today and she's like, hey, well, fuck it. Let's speak on it. I like speaking on it. Number 3 is on the way. Okay. Nice. Now the world actually knows. Thank you. Let them know, right? Let them know. It's time to let them know anyways.
Yeah, congratulations.
So my girl's like, I was gonna, work a little bit more, and I was, if you're fine with it, I was like, yeah, cool, as long as I don't mess with the money, it's cool. And I said, plus, if you want to help around anything, it's cool. And she was like, well, if I'm gonna be helping around, maybe you can help around the house a little bit more. I said, damn, all I'm thinking about is go ahead and pay the Netflix bill. I don't know what the price is now. It might be $59.99 because I get an email every month that it's going up. Yeah. And she's like, I'm just glad that because she's trying to talk shit. She's feeling it right now. Yeah. That ultimate feminine energy is when they just get pregnant. They're ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? So she looks at me and she's like, I'm just glad that God gives me the opportunity to take care of the things I need to take care of. I was like, cool, you're welcome.
I was about to say, really?
Yeah.
You know why?
So I said, you're welcome. You know what I mean? And she looks at me like, oh, this he wants to go to war. So I'm going to walk out the door, and she's like, oh, babe, thank you for the food, by the way. I said, cool, thank God.
Don't thank me, thank God. God did that. God did.
But it's like you know what I mean? Like as men, we will walk out of that home pissed off, thinking like, I'm the one that's thinking, you know what I mean? And we'll walk and we'll be pissed off and we'll have all these thoughts and we'll hold it in and we'll harbor it. Instead of just being like, yo, it's cool. Make a joke about it and you'll be fine. Just say one silly joke. Get the out. You know what I mean? Like I walked up to her. I get.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. We're cooked. We're definitely cooked. When Ray said that, I said, I've been telling people that for the longest. Women have been advocating for women to leave their man, leave their marriage, leave their kids. There was a woman who just recently left her husband and her kids and moved to Nashville, Tennessee. She just left. She just up and left them because it was too much for her. I've seen several videos of women sitting in their cars complaining and crying about how good their men are, but they're tired of them. They're tired of having a good relationship. They're tired of not being in a toxic relationship. They're tired of not getting into an argument or a fight with their man, with their husbands. Yes, I have seen this. Y'all gotta understand something. We don't make these videos because we're making this stuff up in our heads. No, I've seen this with my own two. Women complaining about having good men. We are cooked. But on the other side, you have men who are actually telling other men, go home to your wife. Don't do this. Don't cheat on her. Don't take her out. Never mind. Don't mind that woman. Stay off of Instagram. Stop looking at, booty pics all day. You got to be something. You got to do something. This is the reason why you have channels like this, shows like this that try to uplift men and push men to be better versions of themselves. So it's crazy to me how years ago it used to be the total opposite. Men used to be the ones to crash out and do crazy stuff, leave their homes, but not anymore. More men are trying to stay for the family while women are doing what? Abandoning everything that they know.
Gave her a big ass kiss. I said, baby, you want to hold the house down?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
God, you good.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You are the boss.
I'll stay at home and I'll just do podcasts.
You're the
all day.
boss.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, the views,
But real
the
shit.
views is
And
going up.
as men, we feel like it's always, we're scared to talk about these things. We're scared to be vulnerable. We're scared to seek advice. We're scared to look stupid. We're so scared to look dumb.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, my girl did this to make me feel like this. Like 90% of the time, these men are walking outside of their home with their women and they're feeling like shit. And then they do some dirt and they're even way more terrified now. Now they're at home rubbing their girl's feet. I love you, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without ever they're too tight. I'm like, my boy. Like that shit that, you know what I mean? It seems like you might be one of them ones that walk, you know what I mean? Walk in the store and shit is a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we just chill out, let that shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what most men need to do. We just go have a conversation with somebody that you know
Just
to keep it 100
be
with you.
a man. A man, dog. A man has to be emotionally intelligent. He has to understand. He has to control himself. Like, men should be leading. The reason why it's chaos is because women are leading. And women, that's not their natural state. Like, men should be leading, but I might lead you to a $70,000 a year check, nice 3-bedroom house for us and our kids, and that Instagram girl and her man travel the world and do everything. So now I gotta compete with that also. So now you're not happy with my $70,000. Think about that. If I knew a nigga made $80,000 10 years ago, that shit was like, that killing it.
Yeah.
Not 80,000 ain't nowhere near enough. It's not enough. I need more. And it's like, bro, I'm not about to kill myself so you can show Instagram that you living better than them. I'm not. I'm just not gonna kill myself for that. You gotta feel that yourself, and then we can still live better. But I'm not gonna kill myself to qualify you. It's what's really happening right now with all these men. We're qualifying women. Women are saying, I'm beautiful. How do you know I'm beautiful? Because I got 300 men paying me $20 a month to see my ass. Like,
What the f***?
what the fuck happened to us?
What the hell?
That's my point. That's my point. It's like women are basically qualifying themselves. And by the way, so are men. Men are like, love me. If you spending money, they don't really love you, my nigga. They love what you do. They love the transactions. That's all it is.
Tricking if you got it.
Yeah, Wayne started that shit.
Yeah.
I said that shit. I said Lil Wayne started trick culture. And I'm from the South. In the South, all we heard, we don't do shit for in the South. Go listen to A-Ball or MJG Space Age Pimpin'. I'd be obliged if you step outside. Come on, Wayne was the first to talk about it ain't tricking if you got it. And that generation ran with that shit. Now we live in trick generation. Name the first that started bragging on tricking.
Trick Daddy.
Man, Wayne said.
But anyway.
Wayne said, I don't give a fuck if you fuck every you knew.
But he said, I pay bills, call me Buffalo. Like, he has been the person that has set up. Wayne is responsible for the whole portal too. Wayne played a role in leading the whole portal. Because I want to every girl in the world. He's been out there like, oh my God. Yeah, Wayne has played a big role in this whole culture too.
You know,
I love Wayne though. That's my
we talking
Wayne,
about
part owner of OnlyFans.
He should be, by the way.
he definitely contributed to that, but we talk about this dynamic about men versus women and leading in the leadership role.
Yeah.
With the current president, I can't help but think about how things would be different if we had a female president. And this is during a time where Iran and Israel are fighting. This is a time where Ukraine and Russia are fighting. How does a female leader of this country, this great nation, affect everything that's going on and all the politics at play in the world?
So I think I told you this earlier. I live my life like I'm documenting things. And anybody who knows me knows during the election, I was very clear on what God was trying to tell us.
Yeah.
I said, if Trump wins, that means God is like, it's time for men to be back in control. And if Kamala wins, it's time for women. That's how I look at it. It's like, and as soon as Trump won, what happens? Now, Ukraine and Russia said, we'll squash it. Now, and by the way, sometimes, listen, a nigga come in this house, and if Danza ain't here, they might try his family. But if Danza here, that nigga knows. You see what I'm trying to say? So sometimes you just need a man there to say, and when Trump be like, I will blow your ass off the map on a tweet, so the whole world can see.
It ain't just a
nigga,
tweet.
if I'm in Iran and I see that tweet, I'm like, honey, get the out of here. You know what I'm saying? Remember when niggas go to war? Remember Pearl Harbor? They just attacked.
Yeah.
This Trump is tweeting, we on the way, nigga. Bombs are dropping tonight. Get the fuck out of Tehran. You got 8 hours. And guess what? And I'm telling, and as barbaric and as ugly it is, I would much rather be in a house with a man with a gun leading than a woman that's trying to lead. That's just me as a man.
Thanks.
Because I know that you can't be emotional with a nigga that came to kill.
Huh.
You can't yell at a nigga that came to kill. What the fuck are you doing in my house? You dead. You need a nigga to say, oh, kill. I'm just being out. We live in that world. Kill. Dog eat dog. And as long as I want a man leading, because I understand that men are dangerous. You know, I give you an example. Here's a quick example to explain it. Me and Danza go out. We go out tonight. Just us two. We ain't got no security. We got all our jury on. We don't even know where the fuck we at. We go into the hood. We ain't never been. And we get robbed. Stripped and robbed. What are they telling us? What are you saying, Kato? What are you saying? What are y'all saying to us online? If Ray and Danza went to the club with all our jury on, pockets full of money, showed it, and we got stripped down at that club and robbed.
Who was you with?
No.
Why were you?
Whose fault is it? It's me and his fault, right? Right? A woman walks out, ass out. As men, we know what that means. We know what that attracts. So we say, can you cover up? No. What? A might. If that, he not supposed to. Oh, see, you don't understand the real world. Mm-hmm. The same way I understand if I go out with my chains on and I tell my son, my 6-year-old son, you gotta be careful. The same way I gotta tell my 8-year-old daughter, you can't dress like that. And not expect a man to act like a man. The same way you can't walk into the hood, a whole bunch of broke and expect broke to act like broke. You can't expect horny to not act like horny.
That's a fact. If you don't agree with how things turned out during the election, after the election, even now, you can definitely tell how the world has shifted from the prior leadership to the leadership that we have now. During the elections, I was most definitely wondering, like, okay, is this country ready for a female leader? Is she going to be able to stack up to what she needs to do in order to get things in order with these wars that are going on between these nations, with the crime in this country, with everything else that is plaguing the world? Would she? Because you have to remember, America is what? America is the world leader. Everyone is looking at America always. Yes, we lead the stage. We are the leaders of the free world. This is why we, as America, this is why we in America, as a country, have these titles that other nations, that the world has given us. And so, were we ready for a female president? In my humble opinion, I don't think we're ready for a woman to lead, because what? A woman is not meant to lead. She's not supposed to lead. If I don't say it, nobody else is going to say it. If Ray Daniels don't say it, nobody else is going to say it. If Danza doesn't say it, nobody else is going to say it. If you as men don't say it, nobody else is going to say it until it's too late. Because you have to think about something. Because what are we discussing right now? We are talking about the decline in marriage, relationships, birth, all of that, the decline, how society is going down the drain. We are talking about how relationships are no more. We're not dating anymore. People are looking to social media for everything else. Women are believing that the grass is greener on the other side based on what they see on social media and how their friends and how people in other parts of the country, other parts of the world are living, that they don't even know, but they feel like they could do better than the current situation that they are in, which is crazy to me. And this is what's keeping a lot of people single. Not just women. Men are single too, because you have to think about it. If the women are single and they're not dating, no one is dating them, guess what? Men are single as well. And only the top % of men are dating and messing around with women and impregnating women. Is this not a fact? Yes, it is. You can actually look this up. So if a lot of this can be contributed to the female mindset, then guess what? How would a woman leading the country solve a lot of the problems and issues that we have? It would only make things worse, in my humble opinion. I'm just telling y'all exactly how I believe it to be. And so, no, we weren't ready for a female president. I don't think we ever will be, because a man has to step into the role of a leader. A man has to step into the masculine role and take on the masculine traits and exhibit the masculine traits that it takes in order to be a leader, because you must be firm, you must be assertive, you must be masculine. So, what am I trying to tell y'all? That it's important for us to play our roles, and that social media has definitely destroyed the dating market. And how can we fix it? We have to be men again, men. Until next time. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.